Our Clash of Clans Let's Play series has now been ongoing for 4 months. How much progress will we make? Let's find out as I continue giving you tips and tricks. Welcome back to the channel then, guys. I'm your host, Judo Sloth. We have a couple of days before the season resets, and I want to start out this episode by beginning the upgrade to Town Hall 9. Now, we still have a few buildings left to upgrade. We still have quite a few upgrades within the lab, to be honest with you, but you don't always have to max out each Town Hall level. It depends on what it is you want from the game. In the previous episode, we maxed out all of the walls, and I have nothing to spend my elixir on other than in the lab. But I have a rune of elixir and a stack of other elixir in the season pass that I am unable to claim. The best management of my resources is to upgrade. Now, my Hog Riders will be maximum level for Town Hall 8 in little under 7 hours, so I will teach you the best Town Hall 8 attack, but I've actually been going back to mass goblins for farming. All I do is search until I find a base similar to this, where the resources are on the outside of the base. What are the odds? The very first one, we are able to show you what I've been doing. And I literally just spam the goblins on the outside. Remember, you get 50% of whatever is in the collectors. Sometimes you need to punch through a wall. It might be if there is a nearby mortar, you can distract it, let's say with your Barbarian King, as your goblins then punch into the base to steal whatever it is that you need to. But as soon as you have taken the loot that you wish, just surrender. It is not about winning, it's all about getting the loot and getting out of there. Just remember to then go into your quick train up whatever it is that you just used, and then you can start the search again. Sometimes if you find bases with the collectors on the inside, you can still do this. You just have to be a little bit more tactful. So I'm going to use a couple of goblins on the outside in order to funnel. I'm taking out the enemy Barbarian King with my king, and I'm not going to send in too much at the moment because I need my king to distract the splash defenses. Goblins have punched a hole through the wall, meaning the Barbarian King will go into the base. I can use a healing spell for my Barbarian King, and then I can push the goblins in a little bit heavier now because the splash is tanked. Let's continue to bring the goblins in. Once the Barbarian King takes down the wizard tower, I can literally send the rest of the troops in. I don't really have to worry about the wizard tower and mortar across to the right-hand side, although if you really wanted, you could save some goblins and potentially bring them in to distract these defenses. I don't tend to use my king ability unless it's going to be pivotal, because the ability automatically goes off either when he's low in health or at the end of the raid. If you can, try and save some of the health on your Barbarian King so you don't have to wait as long for him healing up in the background. Quick train. This works fantastic if you decide to use a training potion alongside it. Okay, well, it has been a few days since I have logged in, just because it was leading up to New Year, and then I knew once I did log in, this would happen. We would get the Town Hall boost. So whenever you hit a new Town Hall level, let me quickly summarize. Build all of the new buildings for that Town Hall level. We can actually get the Archer Queen, and as part of the Town Hall boost, we will have her at level 6. This means we have the ability, which is perfect for farming. I did go ahead and build all of the new buildings. The war matchmaking algorithm takes into account everything nowadays, so there's not much point in not building them. Let's enter code Judo whilst we are in the shop menu, and let's actually buy the gold pass just in case any of the challenges are to build or upgrade the buildings, because we can do that easily right now. There we are, gold pass received. I did start to build the Dark Elixir drill. At Town Hall 9, you have a lot of hero levels to upgrade, so you really need to prioritize the Dark Elixir. Spell Factory, mentioned this in the last episode when we hit Town Hall 8, but this is a building I would recommend using the Book of Building on, because you cannot brew spells whilst it is upgrading. Before we upgrade too much more, and I should have probably done this a few minutes ago, but at least I started my builders working, I want to get to the 10% builder boost. For obvious reasons, we save 10% on everything we upgrade. Use balloons to win 4 multiplayer battles. Much like the mass goblin attack strategy, I don't care about which trophy league I'm in the bronze league. So we can do this pretty easily. Not too many bases with the town hall on the outside nowadays, but at this low league, you can find them, and we have the Queen's ability. So as long as we have dropped one balloon, fortunately there is nothing inside that clan castle, we don't need to deploy any other troops. We can be efficient here. End the battle so she doesn't take any damage. Oh, we actually got 20 points for winning a match. Beautiful. But we have 1 out of 4 now for the balloons. Let's quickly complete it. Little bit of damage from the balloon onto the town hall, and I dropped my queen too close, so she has taken damage, but it really doesn't matter. Right now, it was all about getting that 10% builder boost. Might as well get the training boost, but I really want to spend some of this loot so we can start filling the season bank. And actually, I think we should just upgrade the walls to start with. We actually got all of the new walls up to the maximum for Town Hall 9. Really, that's probably not the most efficient spending, but I do want to start filling up the season bank because, again, you can't fill it up if you're not actually gaining loot. So if your storages are capped off, you're farming for nothing. There we are, we have completed those 2 daily tasks, and that means we have the 10% research boost. What it means with the 10% research boost is the lab is going to take 21.5 hours to upgrade. We have the builder boost as well. And within the lab, if we choose an upgrade, this is perfect. The wall breakers are less than that in time, 16 hours and 10 minutes. Let's start that upgrade. And in the background, as the lab is upgrading, the wall breaker will also be researching. So if you're upgrading your lab, make sure you have something inside of it upgrading. And the lab is something you should always have upgrading anyway, because it does tend to be a bit of a bottleneck. As we have found in this series already, we still have upgrades from Town Hall 8. And what I will do is make sure within the next day that I use my builders as they become available, so that tomorrow we can do some serious farming, start filling the season bank, and I will make sure to have my G Fuel. Remember, if you purchase G Fuel, code Judo for 10% off. Well, I received a notification to let me know my wall breakers were finished upgrading in the lab. So I figured I would turn the camera on for a moment just to prove the point to you. If the lab is upgrading, you cannot upgrade any of the troops within it. But you saw the wall breaker upgraded, so just make sure you start the upgrade before you upgrade the lab. This is the best Town Hall 8 attack strategy, the Go Vaho, Golems, Valkyries, and Hog Riders. Yes, my king is level 12, it's not going to make that big of a difference, and I'm obviously not using the Archer Queen. In terms of my base, we are actually on the final week of the 4-month progression. You guys know that I have a lot of Clash of Clans accounts. Keeping on top of all of them is tough, and let's say I am logged into my main account, Judo Sloth. I do not then get notifications for this account. Sometimes my builders, they get a bit of a rest, but I've tried my best to keep them working alongside research within the lab. I've actually upgraded all of the walls to level 9. We've got some free gems in the profile, and we are just 600 gems short of our next builder. So I'm going to have to switch my farming attack from the goblins to something like dragons, whereby we can push up the leagues, complete the achievement, and get ourselves that 5th builder. Will speed our progress massively. However, what we need is a well-upgraded Town Hall 8 base in order to show you this attack. Here we go. It took about 5 minutes. This one is not a fully maxed Town Hall 8, but let's show you what I would recommend. Start by choosing your point of attack, probably wherever the clan castle troops are, and you want to use a golem and wizards in order to tank and set a funnel alongside the barbarian king, and then you will be using wall breakers to try and enter the base. So let's just use a couple of them, timing them when the mortar has already fired, and you want to assure that your wizards have created the pathing for your Valkyries to get into the center. So let's use another wall breaker, and now let's use the Valkyries here alongside Clan Castle Valkyries. What you're also going to be doing is then watching where they go and sending your Hog Riders in surgically in order to try and force them into the center of the base. So I was a little bit late in my timing of the Hog Riders. You can see only a few of the Valkyries went in, but let's continue here with the Hog Riders on the outside. Normally I would rage the Valkyries that enter the center of the base as well. Let's continue to heal the Hog Riders. We might as well rage these Valkyries that are in the center, continue to send the cleanup troops over the other side, and then you can use the poisons for the clan castle troops or any of the skeleton traps that might pop. Now, whilst that wasn't a perfect example, you know that you could always check out my best attack strategies at every town hall level video where this attack is shown. But I just wanted to make sure, as part of this series, as we progress on up, we are showing you the best attacks at every level. And we kind of skipped over it at Town Hall 8. I'm going to leave this builder unavailable at the moment because it is at least one day before any other builders become available. And I think we are going to fall behind if I don't try and continually upgrade my heroes. We only need an extra 2,400 Dark Elixir that we will get in the next farming attack. Join the Crystal League, 250 gems. That is the target. Plan of action for this account in the next 3 days. I am going to use my final builder potion right now to try and get these builders cycling through, and then I am going to go through all of the cheap defenses and upgrades. There's not a lot of them, but I have left them and not prioritized them despite me telling you that you should. Main reason, upgrade time 12 minutes and 45 seconds. With me managing multiple accounts, if I switch to another account and do not log back into this one until, I don't know, 12 hours time, that is not effective management of my builders. So I have been constantly setting the builders on the longer tasks, multiple days, so that I am best using them. And whilst I will probably use as many of these magic items within the gold pass as I can, let's say the hero potion, I would probably rather, well, I can collect that one, but I would rather transition that, the power potion for oh my word, if there's any magic items that I can transition to gems and they're not too pivotal, I will certainly do that. Shovel of obstacles! Yes, 50 gems. I'm really not too fussed about the obstacles around my base since it's all about progression, so any magic items I can in the season pass, I will convert to gems, try and get that builder. Just so that we can relive having the Judo Sloth Challenge in Clash of Clans, let's complete it here on the Let's Play account. Plus, it does mean we get the builder potion. Not to mention a ton of loot. Now, I'm going to complete this exactly the same as how I told you in my tutorial. So let's go ahead and power through this. Again, I cannot thank you enough for the support here on the channel, and it was a privilege to design this level with you. Beautiful use of the Queen to take down that town hall. The base was designed with my subscribers as part of the 1 million sub special, and I tried to take into account as many different comments that we had. All of the skins, the scenery was all voted on by subscribers, and in balancing the challenge itself, once I had integrated all of the comments, I wanted to make sure that everybody could enjoy it and have the opportunity to beat it. So I wanted to assure that spam strategies could work. They wouldn't work all of the time, but they could. However, there would be some cool little tricks that the more skillful players and more advanced players could use, such as sniping the town hall, using the Grand Warden on air to the right-hand side. And I'm so glad that everybody enjoyed the challenge as much as they did. I wish I could have picked the prize that we were given. I would have definitely given you guys some free gems or maybe the book of everything that I requested. But on this account, the builder potion is actually going to be pretty good for us. Now, we just have to wait of our troops finishing off the bottom area of the base. It is a little bit trolly with the skeleton traps, just trying to protect those Inferno towers, which obviously highlight the #1. Thank you again for your support. 1 million subscribers. It is mind-blowing, but moving back to base, that gives us our builder potion. And one little tip that I have for you that I could have mentioned yesterday when I did talk about cycling through the different upgrades is that if you do have some of the cheap upgrades, such as this elixir storage I am upgrading right now, you can use your builder potion and it will power through these quick upgrades. So for example, this archer tower is 12 minutes. That means it will literally be 1 minute, especially if you have, let's say, 4 builders available. You can easily cycle through these cheap upgrades. 51 seconds for this elixir collector upgrade. With the times 10 boost, that is 5 seconds. Elixir collector is done already. I think we should upgrade this one. Elixir storage, that one was. We should upgrade the elixir collector to watch this. Look at it go. And if you have 4 builders or even 5, perhaps even 6 if you've unlocked auto, you can cycle through these extremely quick with the builder potion, and it can just mean that you don't have to keep logging back in if you can't necessarily do attacks to occupy your time. 16 trophies on offer with this attack. We need 16 trophies to get into the Crystal League. We are just about to finish off this month's recording, and all I have been doing to push the last couple of days is use the dragons, some balloons, and rage spells. So I use my heroes if I have them on one side, a dragon on the other. Once I've created that little bit of a funnel, I send the dragons in from the easiest side to get to the town hall. I tend to delay the balloons just a touch. I found that there's not many seeking air mines on the outside of the base, and I push the balloons a little bit heavier in towards the core. Now, most of the time, I have been going for the 2 stars. It's actually been a little bit harder to get the 3 stars when I tend to do both my attacks back to back, so I don't always have my heroes, and I've been trying to keep my heroes upgrading. So 2 stars is the goal. We might have to do another attack here. I didn't quite get the split across to that air defense, and I don't think it's going to happen. Let's force close the app, and we can find out. Oh, 6 trophies short, so we ended up with 74%. 2 minutes. I've still got my boost running, but that gives me enough time to show you a very quick progress because we have filled the season bank apart from the dark elixir. So since I have the 20% builder boost, I only have 1 builder available, and I've got more than enough to get my heroes continually upgrading. I'm going to try and upgrade as many wall pieces as I can. Should have maybe had a look before I did that, but we have 84 wall pieces left to go. That's not too bad in the space of 1 month. Quick train the army I just used so that it's ready to go in the background yet again. I have a rune of gold here in the gold pass. I could sell it for 50 gems, but do you know what? Should we try and finish off those walls? Should we? Let's do it. Let's see how many wall pieces I can get upgraded. 2 million for this. 2 million for this. Could we do it? 3 million? Rune of gold, whilst I have the 20% discount. Oh, I need to use the rune of gold first. That will definitely help. Could potentially get somewhat better value, but it makes me feel better about myself once we have the walls done. It does mean that I cannot hide my loot. Sometimes if your builders are finished, what you can do is make sure you're not giving away much loot on defense by putting it into your walls. Wow, this base design is not wall upgrade friendly, and I haven't adjusted my progress base yet. But let's see if we can finish these off. Says there's 3 wall pieces. I could look around the base to find them, but you can actually just click where it says wall. No wonder I couldn't see them. They're on the outside of the base, and we have enough to max our walls for Town Hall 9. Troops are also ready to go, so let's get to Crystal League and get our gems. This guy has 2 Inferno Towers upgrading. This is potentially the base. You only need 1 star, really, so if I wanted to play it safe, I could drop dragons at this side, which, to be honest, for the loot is probably worth it. But let's go for that 2-star. So let's use the dragons on that side in order to funnel a little bit so we can push in heavy towards the town hall. And let's just go for it now. Let's get the balloons in towards the air defense. We can use 1 rage on that side, holding on to a dragon just in case. Let's use a rage here and here. Come on, balloons, get that expo down. Dragons are splitting a little bit, but we should get 1 of them to the town hall. Let's use a ridge on that side. We're at 33%. We've got 1 dragon on the town hall, 2 on the town hall, so we can now drop 1, I think, down the bottom here in order to secure that 2nd star. 50%, that will do. I was going to exit the attack, but I might as well, again, force close the app. Just means if there's any loot that I was about to gain, I would have gained. Why do we not have a league? Are you kidding me? Did the league just reset as I did that attack? What? I am genuinely confused. You seen I was in the gold league. Does that mean I don't have my achievement? Oh, we have it! Join the Crystal League! Well, that's all I wanted was the 250 gems. We are still shy, but I think I'm going to drop down in the leagues to farm a little bit again. I will show you the baby dragon lightning spell, farming attack, and the best attack strategy for if you do have lower level heroes at Town Hall 9. That will be in the next episode, but this is our 4-month progress. We can very quickly flash up the different stages, the different episodes we have had, and this is where we are at. Not too bad considering I haven't been able to commit as much time as I would like to this account. But if you do want to see the playlist of this progression series, it is linked on your screen with the subscribe button. You guys take care, and I will see you in the next video.